Welcome back to Destination Playdate. I am your host, Attack Slug. This is Season 2, Week 2, The Whiteout, a point-and-click adventure game, headphones recommended. And when it comes to the classic point-and-click, there are two schools of thought, either LucasArts or Sierra. The big difference being, can you get multiple game overs? That was Sierra, and that's this. So yes, you can make poor choices that result in you dying, and yes, it does checkpoint you, so don't worry too much. And as always with any kind of game with puzzles, spoiler warning. It's a narrative-focused point-and-click, so there will be some spoilers here in this video. But right now, I am on my way to make some moonshine in Chapter 2. In this frozen wasteland where it's been snowing for quite some time. And as always, with any good point and click, we have an inventory to use on a variety of objects. But so far, it is I have a thing to use on a thing, so I'm not having to combine things in my own inventory, at least not yet. I don't think that's in this game, but we'll see. You never know. So, I'm heading towards the still. I have some firewood to add to the still, and so far it's been pretty interesting. And it seems like, based on the choices you make, will affect the ending that you get. So I'm always down for that kind of narrative-focused business. But here we are in this rail car, adding the firewood to this deal here. There we go. So, toss the wood into the stove. It's not a catch. Perhaps if I literally blow on it. That's an orange light. I've never seen an orange light on this thing before. That's funny. Okay. A lot of blowing later, we've managed to get things moving. 174, I'm all lightheaded now. 174 degrees on this Playdate. We add... Hold on, that was the exit. We add our bottle that we had some bourbon in. So, wait, that's how it should solve the problem. Where's the part where it drips? Right here? Add the bourbon bottle. That should be the part where it helps. What? Hold on. I take the empty mason jar, and I put that down here at the end to get the... Wait, what? Over here then? Like, add it to the thing. Do the... Bro, what the hell? And here is where I am now confused, because I picked up the empty mason jar, and I would have thought, alright, having heated up the moonshine, I can add it to where the drip comes down at the end here with the empty mason jar. But it says you don't see how it's going to help, but that seems to be what I should be doing, and I'm kind of confused. So, I can't add a bottle of bourbon. That does not seem to solve the problem, and I don't have anything else in my inventory that would solve that problem, so what am I missing here? But thus is the nature of any point-and-click adventure game. I can head back to the drunk men, who I'm trying to trick here, and get a key. So if I hit the options button, that gives me my current tasks. So number 2 is get the still working, to get the key from the drunk guys. So it's like... Why can I not just add... I don't know. Perhaps I'm missing something else that I have not gotten yet, which quite possibly is the problem. But I know that over here, I can't open this door yet, because I don't have what I need to open the door. I can't put in the lug wrench, because the lock is too small. Otherwise, I have this rabbit's foot. I have a bottle of bourbon. I have a flashlight, a BB gun, a knife with one blade left, and now this empty mason jar, which is not going to work. So I can try to bring them the empty jar, but I feel like they're going to get mad at that. So, bro, we shall see. We shall freaking see. So I'm going to head back into the bus here and see what they say to my empty mason jar that does not have any alcohol contained within. They said, come back with some booze, and right now, I don't have any. So perhaps I'm missing something else as part of this equation, quite possibly, in this never-ending snowstorm. So, heading into the bus once again, and seeing what it does when I walk over to the left. Look who returns. Yeah, it's me. Now, there is a language filter. If you want to see all the cursing, you can turn that on and or off, depending on your preferences. So, 50-50 here. What do we got? What do we get? Boys, have a seat. I don't have the drink yet. So how's this going to work out? If I don't have what they want. Okay, it just gave it to me. I guess it just worked. So, my turn. Have that booze. I thought I didn't do it right, but apparently I did the right thing. So, have fun getting trashed, boys. Give me that key. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Yeah, booze it up, boys. Booze it up. And then pass out. Oh no, I don't get any. I didn't want any. So, yawn. Nothing for Jimmy. Now, I am not Jimmy. I happen to take care of Jimmy and then take his clothing and then get myself disguised as Jimmy, and they were too drunk to notice. It's, that kind of thing. So, which means I can get the key. Now, importantly, if you keep seeing that over your head, don't stop clicking it, because you're going to get more interactions, quite possibly. So we have the key now, and the key is important, but also, all right, that's just nothing. But it was worth looking into. But we still have a blockade of men that are not drunk, that are in my way to get out of this particular scenario. But the key should open up the door that I couldn't open up with the lug wrench over on the right-hand side. There is no run button. It's all walking. It's the atmosphere. It's all very intentional in how it's presented. And yes, use some headphones for the full experience of this game. I think it is very neat so far. But let's see what happens when I unlock this particular door, and then we'll call things, because I don't want to spoil too much here in Chapter 2. So, right over here, we have the lock. We use the key. There we go, it fits. We open the door and hope for the best. One prisoner. His coat has a Braves logo on it. God, I miss baseball. Hey, buddy. What's cracking? Can I help you? Let's get that gag off. Thank you. How do you know Sarah? Never mind. Not important. They took Chris. Gotta help her. Get me out of these ropes. Well, gee, I have just the thing for those ropes. A one last blade in my knife. Bah, the blade snapped. So now I'm out of blades. And that's a problem. How about a lug wrench? That's not useful. So my next goal is to get out this prisoner, and now it's look around and see what there is here that I could possibly use to help me, because the blade is gone, and that's a problem. What's over here? Filthy matted straw. Okay, well then, I don't have anything else to help unless they want to get trashed, but that's not particularly useful. So that means continuing my quest to find things to help here in The Whiteout, part of Season 2, out now. I am your host, Attack Slug. Keep on cranking more videos right here. I'll see you next time, and I'm out.